Hey, it's Mike with Mikey's Board, Mikey's Fest, Green Glides, and the Advanced Multi-Surface Repair and Care course that I did with Bryan Thomson, my good buddy, and very experienced teacher, much more so than myself. Bryan's been with, U.S. Products, Turbo Force, Legend Brands, MB Stone, and I'm forgetting something, but you guys all know my history. But anyhow, we just published this last week. And this was originally, well, 1/3 of this was the manual for our 3 to 4 day hands-on course. And we had a lot of requests for people to purchase this that didn't want to take or couldn't take the course, out of the country, whatnot. So we added, what are we at? I think we're at 86 pages now when it was 35. And let me just go over the chapters and the contents here so you can get a feel for all what's in here. Chapter 1, Man-Made Floors, Identification, Modern Porcelain Issues, Porcelain Splotchiness Remedy, Unglazed Porous Porcelain, Chemistry, the pH Scale, Tool Choices, that is, Baseboards, Cleaning tile and grout in kitchens, shower stalls and bathtub surrounds, Toolbox Additions, email and blog examples, and those are samples for things that I hand out through my business. Chapter 2, Wood and Vinyl Floor Cleaning, an introduction. And all these chapters have lengthy introductions that talk a lot about sales and how to present these services to your customer from a carpet cleaner's perspective. So an introduction, identification of these floors, lots of tips there on how to figure out what you're looking at because it's crucial when you're dealing with these wood lookalikes, right? Troubleshooting, cleaning methods, tools needed, dealing with topicals, stripping, and a bunch of information on flat mops that you can hand out to your customers that they will greatly appreciate. And there's a lot in that chapter. Chapter 3, Natural Stone Floors and Countertops. Chemistry, very important. Stone resurfacing overview. Clean, condition, and seal stone countertops. Marble, travertine, limestone, and granite identification. The tools needed. Recondition, top clean versus resurface and restoration. There's a big difference there. You got to understand that. Supplies needed for reconditioning and top cleaning granite. The procedure for granite reconditioning and top cleaning, and the supplies for reconditioning and top cleaning calcite, such as marble, limestone, travertine, etc. Chip repair, travertine, hole filling and repair, backsplashes, etc. Chapter 4, Penetrative and Topical Sealers. The sales portion in this is huge. Tremendous advice from our collective 58-year history. Sealers, types of sealers, penetrating and impregnating sealers, absorption tests, types of penetrating sealers, topical coating, sealer finish, topical coating, sealer finish. So, how to deal with sealers, how to remove them, how to choose the right sealer, how to apply them, and more importantly, how to sell them and how to use them to your advantage to start these conversations as a carpet cleaner to get your customers aware of all these extra services that you offer. And then chapter 5, a whole section on grout and caulking repair. The introduction, repair, grout and brand selection, which is huge. You got to be able to identify the right color, right brand. Dealing with fortified grout applications, epoxy fortified grout, all the flexible alternatives, color sealing, when to do it, how to remove it. Backsplash, bathtub, and undermount sink recaulking. Tons and tubs of tips. And then chapter 6, on-site area rug cleaning. Whereas everything was hard, now we're going to fluffy, right? So another lengthy introduction, identification, how to figure out what kind of rug you're dealing with, whether or not it can or cannot be cleaned in the home. Troubleshooting, there's a tremendous section in there on what to be aware of, what can go wrong if you're doing them in the home, the multitude of various methods you can do in the home, and also a chapter on the equipment that you can do. And then we have a final sales chapter from Bryan, and then a rather lengthy chapter 8 of acquisition lists, all the tools and supplies that you'll need to perform these services. So there's nothing else like this. The reviews from our industry peers has been tremendous. This book sells for $400, free if you attend one of our 4-day or 3-day classes. When I say 4, it's because we often have an optional 4th day to practice your skills that you learned, and that's greatly appreciated, and 9 out of 10 attendees choose to spend that extra day with us practicing. So if you can't attend, you're out of the country, or just don't travel, this is a tremendous head start. By purchasing this, obviously you're going to get access to Bryan and I and our attention through emails and texts and phone calls. But this is fantastic for the owner-operator who wants to venture out into these other services besides just carpet upholstery. And I'm telling you, there's so much good stuff in here. While there is no money-back guarantee, we would be shocked if you're not thrilled with this based on our response for the many copies, preview copies that we sent out. Anyhow, you can ask more questions on mikeysboard.com where we've discussed it. And there's tons of photos and graphs and examples, color photos, I might add. And it's been gone over and edited from many different perspectives of people that know nothing about these services to people that know way more than Bryan and I do. And it is a finely tuned masterpiece. So, greenglides.com, you can order one of these from the education section. And got any questions? You know how to get a hold of me. Thanks a lot. Have a great evening.